This pasta is a retelling of what happened in my dorm room after I decided to give the experiment a try. You may want to read my other pasta, the Ganzfled experiment, that describes the procedure before reading this. If you don't, I'll explain it anyway. Before I begin, I'll explain what the Ganzfled experiment is. It was used as a technique to test for extrasensory perception. It was used in the field of parapsychology, which was big in the 1970s. The point of the Ganzfled effect is to put you into sensory deprivation, removal of stimuli to the senses. This is usually done by putting half ping pong balls over the subject's eyes and having red light shone over them. The subject also wears a pair of noise-isolating headphones and has white or pink noise played. This goes on for 30 minutes, and a person tries to send a message by speaking to the person while everything is recorded by hand or by video. We made a few alterations to the procedures to better fit to what we had to work with, using a bed instead of a chair, speaking to him for only 10 minutes, but keeping him under sensory deprivation the same way as the original experiment. I found a red light bulb and a ping pong ball upstairs in the dorms. I had come up with the idea. My roommate Travis had wanted this to be done to him because apparently there had been sayings that strange things happen to people within the Ganzfled effect. I'm pretty sure he just wanted an artificial high. The experiment was kind of interesting. Most of the experiment was recorded, definitely parts that were of interest. I may or may not upload the video, however. The recording quality is rather shameful. Regrettably, about 4 other people heard about the experiment and decided to come in and watch. We started the experiment with 2 laptops with white noise, in case the other crashed. The spectators became a major distraction. This was because, before the start, Travis said that he had hoped the Ganzfled effect caused him pornographic hallucinations. Travis was under, and I know he could not hear them, and they left around 15 minutes. Paul stayed. We had to extend the experiment to 45 minutes rather than 30. At 20 minutes, Travis raised his arm and seemed to mutter himself. This caught us by surprise. I'll let this continue for 1 more minute before asking questions. Totally random questions such as, where are you from? What are you doing? Why are you here? He responded to all of them on a query, and would sometimes be writing in the air with his hand. It was not until the minutes toward the end, Travis began to answer the questions I asked him, even though not correctly. He usually addressed the question, but then he started asking me questions. He asked eerie things like, who are they? A few times, as well as, why are they here? When are they coming? And can they be stopped? I came up with random answers, kinda disturbed by this. After asking him, who are you referring to? And getting no response other than them or they. I let him write in the air for another few minutes before switching the lights back on. I asked Travis what he remembered. He said that he remembered a vision going to black, but not all the way, having a creepy experience. He said he was possibly dreaming, hallucinating, visualizing, normal socializing, but remembered nothing else. We had conversations recorded, and he knew about none of them. He had no idea why he said the things he said, or how he was able to. This whole thing creeped me out. Not anymore, however. Travis hasn't been himself since that day, though. I became disconnected from him since then. Probably because I'm not his roommate anymore. I would anyways remind him of the experiment, fooling with him, saying, "Your strong subconscious will eventually steal your whole mind, and you will cease to be Travis and be some insane being," which horrified him. But things like this experiment just aren't natural. I think we should all face it and stop trying to disprove it. There are just some things in this world you can't just explain. Okay, this is a good creepypasta so far, and I'm just letting you know that this is actually a first part of a story that I believe there might be a sequel or prequel to this called the Ganzfled experiment, which I will do on the next video. So I won't give my overall analysis yet, or for at least until I read the second half. So anyways, that's we only got 2 more pastas to go. So anywho, feel free to comment, rate, and favorite this video, and subscribe to my channel and look me up on Facebook. So anyways, this is Marshall Dion signing off for now.